Hello and good morning to all of you. I hope all of you are doing well and all of you are in good health. In today's class, we will continue with our discussion on types of cybercrime. Farming. Farming is an online fraud that involves use of malicious computer program to direct victim to spoofed website in an attempt to steal valuable users' credential and data. Farming is a two-step process that begins with an attacker installing malicious computer program on victim's computer or server. Now let us understand how farming works. Step number 1. The attacker installs malicious computer code on victim's computer or server. Step number 2. The attacker then redirects the victim to a fake website that enables attacker to extract valuable users' credential and data. Now let us understand farming with the help of a very simplified diagram. Here, the attacker first injects a fake entry into the DNS server. We have learned about DNS in the previous class. DNS is an internet dictionary that tries to map named address with the absolute address in the World Wide Web. Now, once an attacker injects makes a fake DNS entry into the DNS server, the client issues a request for a real server. The request, instead of being directed to the real server, it will now be directed to a fake server, with the help of which the attacker will be able to extract valuable users' detail with which they may plan to perform a malicious attack. Now let us understand how we can protect ourselves against farming attacks. The first thing that you can do is use a VPN. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. VPN creates an encrypted tunnel between your computer and the VPN server, hiding all your online activities and IP address from where you are performing your business operations. The next thing that you can do is be cautious while opening links or attachments from an unknown source. The next thing that you can do is always use a verified internet service provider that uses secured mechanism for establishing connection between peers. The next thing that you can do is use security software that will enable you to identify farming attacks. You can also ensure your security by using secure web connections, for example, HTTPS in the web address. Or you can use a robust antivirus software, secure DNS practices, and users education. Now let us try and understand the basic difference between farming and phishing attacks. Let us begin with farming attacks. Farming attacks are very hard to determine. Farming targets several people at the same time. Farming involves installing malicious computer code onto your computer or the server, redirecting you to a fraudulent website using which an attacker attempts to extract information from you. In contrast to farming, in phishing attacks are very easy to determine. Phishing is performed generally to target one person. Phishing involves in sending malicious email to your inbox, which the user needs to click in order to activate the code. So these are the basic differences between farming attack and phishing attack. Now let us discuss cyber espionage. Cyber espionage is the act or practice of obtaining secret information without the permission of the holder of the information. By holder of the information, we mean individuals, competitors, rivals, groups, governmental agencies, and enemies for personal, economical, political, or military advantage using methods that are there on the internet, networks, or individual computers through malicious software programs such as Trojan horse and spywares. Cyber espionage can be performed either using state actors or non-state actors. Now let us discuss some of the examples of cyber espionage. In 2020, Indian Express investigations found that Jianhall Data Information Technology Co. was monitoring over 10,000 Indian individuals and organizations, including bureaucrats at key positions, judges, scientists and academicians, journalists, actors, sportspersons, religious figures, and activists. NSA surveillance program, as revealed by Edward Snowden in the US. Now let us discuss cryptojacking. Cryptojacking is a type of cybercrime that involves unauthorized use of people's devices such as computers, smartphones, tablets, or even servers by cybercriminals in order to mine for cryptocurrency. In the year 2022, there was a 43% year-over-year increase in cryptojacking attempts or attacks. The attack volume for the first time surpassed 100 million in a given business year. The year ended with a new record high of 139.3 million cryptojacking attacks. Now let us understand cyber extortion. Cyber extortion is the demand for money by cybercriminals to give back some important user data that they have stolen or stop doing malicious activities such as denial of service attacks that greatly hampers users' business. Now let us move on to software piracy. Software piracy is the illegal use or copy of paid software products with violation of copyright or license restrictions. A typical example of software piracy would be that you download a fresh non-activated copy of Windows operating system and use what is called as a crack to obtain a valid license for Windows activation. You see, not only software products can be pirated, music, movies, or pictures too can be pirated. Now let us move on to social media frauds. Social media fraud basically refers to use of social media fake accounts to perform any kind of harmful activities like impersonating others or sending intimidating or threatening messages to individuals or organizations using social media platform. Now let us move on to online drug trafficking. With the big rise in use of cryptocurrency in order to perform online businesses, it has now become much more easier to transfer money using secured private network and complete drug deals without drawing the attention of law enforcement. This in fact has led to the rise of drug marketing on the internet. Nowadays, illegal drugs like cocaine, heroin, or marijuana are commonly sold and traded online, especially on what is known as the dark web. Online human trafficking. Here, in case of online human trafficking, the trafficker first builds an intimate relationship with the victim through social media platform or advertisement fakes or deceptive job opportunities. Then the trafficker exploits the victim by forcing them to be trafficked or by a form of extortion or by forcing them to participate in fraudulent activities, as well as they may attempt to draw certain financial benefits from the victim. This is a very simplified diagram that tries to explain how human trafficking works. Now let us move on to the other forms of cyber attack. Impersonation. Social media impersonation refers to the act of creating fake social media accounts or posing as someone else on social media platform with the intention to deceive or to defraud others. Identity theft. Some scammers might send you fake and phishing email asking for your personal information. They might claim to be your friend or an employment company that would like to help you. Once you give away with your personal information, they may use the same to create fake social media account and start scamming others. Job scams on social media and on internet. Fraudsters create fake social media account to promote amazing remote job opportunities, promising that you would make tremendous amount of money using these opportunities. Scammers has only one objective when running such a job scam, that is to get money from you. For an example, a scammer may promise you to give a job, but only if you buy some equipments first from them. Misinformation. Social media gives the scammer an unprecedented advantage at little to no expense, reaching billions of users worldwide. They can easily create a fake personal account, hack into profiles, pretend to be the user to deceive contacts, and spread misinformation or disinformation or malinformation MDM in order to perform malicious activities. Cyber grooming. Cyber grooming is a type of cybercrime wherein a person builds an online relationship with a young person and then tricks or pressurizes him or her into doing a sexual act. Child pornography or child sexually abusive material or CSAM. Child pornography or child sexually abusive material refers to a material consisting of sexual content in any form of a child who is abused or sexually exploited. Section 67B of the IT Act states that it is punishable for publishing or transmitting of materials depicting children in sexually explicit act, etc., in electronic form. Cyber stalking. Cyber stalking refers to a cybercrime wherein electronic communication medium is used by a person to follow another person, or an attempt is made to contact a person to foster personal interaction repeatedly despite a clear indication of disinterest by the other person. Now let us discuss intellectual property right infringements. Intellectual property right infringement is the violation or breach of any protected intellectual property rights, such as copyrights and industrial design, in order to draw financial benefits. Drive by download attack. Nowadays, to become infected, we no longer need to click on to accept a download or install a software update. Simply opening a compromised website may now allow dangerous code to be installed onto our devices. What we only need to do is to visit the website or just to accept the download of a software by a click. And then a malicious code will be downloaded in the background and installed in our devices for carrying out malicious activities. The unintentional download of a virus or a malicious program on a computer or mobile device is referred to as drive-by download attack. Drive-by download typically takes advantage of or exploits an out-of-date data browser, app, or an operating system that has a security flaw in it. Now this brings us to the end of the fourth class of the second unit. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.